Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today we will share some of the real stories of people who lost everything. No matter how much you inherit, how well you think you are investing, or how closely you believe you are following the cardinal rules to protecting your wealth, you can still lose it all if you are not careful. Here are the cautionary stories of how some stunningly wealthy people blew through absolutely mind-boggling amounts of money. But before we move on, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 1. Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes made a name for herself as the CEO of a startup called Theranos, which promised to revolutionize healthcare with a simple and inexpensive blood test. Forbes named Holmes one of the youngest and wealthiest female entrepreneur in the US, but in 2016, Theranos blood tests were revealed to be a massive fraud. Holmes was made to pay a $500,000 fine, and she forced to return her shares to the company and more. After that, Forbes revised her net worth from $4.5 billion down to $0. Number 2. Sean Quinn. In 2008, Sean Quinn was the richest man in Ireland, worth $6 billion. His company, the Quinn Group, was into mining, manufacturing, and insurance. Quinn got into trouble when he tried to dabble in banking. He built up a 25% stake in Anglo-Irish Bank using mostly borrowed money. And when the bank tanked during the financial crisis, Quinn wound up $4 billion in the red. Quinn filed for bankruptcy in 2011 and was served 30 court orders to stop illegally selling the company's assets to improve returns for investors. He did it anyway and was jailed for 3 months in 2012. Number 3. Vijay Mallya. Vijay Mallya is a former Indian politician and businessman once worth around $1.5 billion. He owned an airline and made his fortune in liquor, real estate, and fertilizer. However, the airline became insolvent and had to be closed down. By 2015, Mallya owed $1.35 billion to banks, more money to smaller creditors, and taxes to the government before Indian authorities could book him for financial crimes. Mallya escaped to the UK. The Indian government is still trying to extradite him to face charges. Number 4. Masayoshi's son. Masayoshi's son founded SoftBank, the largest telecom and internet company in Japan, and his fortune grew to about $78 billion. But when the company's shares plummeted 98% in the dot-com crash of 2000, the founder lost more than $70 billion. Son has since recovered some of his wealth. Today, he has a net worth in the neighborhood of $20 billion and remains one of the 100 richest people in the world. Number 5. Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff was an investment advisor, financier, and former non-executive chairman of the Nasdaq stock market. He was once worth $126 million and handled the investment accounts of 4,800 wealthy clients. It all fell apart in 2008 when Madoff admitted to his sons that his business was one big lie and that he'd been running a $65 billion fraud for decades. His sons turned him in, and Madoff was booked for running the largest Ponzi scheme in history. He was sentenced to 150 years in prison for 11 federal felonies. That is all about the 05 famous people who lost everything. If you did like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest and interesting videos.